V. Radio in TV.
Radio in TV.
All right, Zev.
Oh, we're back.
Zev can't hear. Here we go, Zevy. Sing us in.
Louden Swain. Louden Swain.
Yes.
Louden Swain.
Yes, Louden
It's
Swain.
gonna do some music.
That's right. That's right. Louden Swain is going to do some music. Welcome back to Let's Get Digital. We have a full
What's
house
Louden
right.
Swain mean?
That's a good first question.
It's a great first question. Would you ever be
I
so
agree. It
kind
is a
as
great
to-
first question.
Vision Quest is a movie in the 80s with Matthew Modine. He
Yes.
plays a wrestler, high school wrestler.
Sure. Linda
Yes.
Fiorentino.
Thank you. So hot in that movie.
The
And
best.
we were all fans of that movie, and so we decided, trying to think of a band name, someone says Louden Swain, and we were all like, oh my God, yeah. Just the fact that we all knew who that was, you know.
You all knew it.
And it kind of ages us, because it's, it's an 80s film.
Those were the best movies, though.
They really were the best.
Aren't-
It gives you a
weren't they?
vintage, is what it does.
Yes.
No age.
Thank you.
Let's do this real quick. Let's introduce each of you before we dive in.
Sure.
And your role in the band would be great.
I'm Mike Borja, and I play bass and
Okay.
background vocals.
Very good.
I'm Rob Benedict. I'm the lead singer.
Okay.
I'm Billy Moran. I play guitar.
And I'm Stephen Norton, and I tune Rob's guitar.
These are all really good music names. Like they're all good like band
it's
names.
very
I like
solid.
that all.
Yeah. For
So-
a while, Mike Borja was going by just Borja, a la like the bass player of
Just one
Smashing
name.
Pumpkins.
Yeah,
Who's
okay.
the bass player of Smashing Pumpkins? That chick. She just said went by one name. Anyway, we're going for that.
Borja. I like Borja. That's a good one.
Correct, Zev.
So I want to get this out there so that people know they can call in. We're live. We're streaming on the web. We're on tradiov.com. You can call in 855-878-4652. We'll take your calls throughout this time. What we're going to do here, you guys are going to play a little bit.
Okay.
We're going to talk. We're going to play. We want to hear more about what you guys are doing. Eventually, we're probably going to get into some digital stuff.
Great.
'Cause I know
Don't be
you guys are on Twitter and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Also want to hear a little bit about how the digital age is affecting the music world,
Yeah.
like and how that's changed what
For
you guys
sure.
are going through. But do you want to start us off by playing a little something?
Sure,
Should we do that?
How
Are
am I
we
looking
ready?
at my tuning, Mr. Tuning?
Not very
Man?
good.
Not very good.
Don't ask a drummer to tune a guitar.
I was going to say,
If you need more time, we can vamp a little bit. I would love to know
Oh,
how
yeah,
you
we
guys
can
all
vamp.
met. How'd you guys all meet?
We met, actually, so I went to Northwestern where you went.
That's right.
And-
Wildcat.
Yeah, and Mike here went to the grad program.
Okay.
So a mutual friend introduced us, and then he...
This is in Chicago.
Here,
Oh,
actually,
here,
out
out
here,
here,
yeah.
okay.
And then he actually was, Steve was friends with another guy that I was friends with. So it was just like kind of organically we came together and
A while ago. You guys have been together.
a long time ago,
Yeah.
yeah, like late 90s.
Okay.
And we were a three-piece, we were a four-piece, and then we were a three-piece.
It's all right.
Come on, come on us. And then we met Billy, 7 years ago? He was playing in another band in L.A., and
Stole Billy.
we stole him.
Okay.
And when he joined the band, it kind of like a new phase of the band started where we were actually kind of good.
Oh, good. Picked it up a notch.
Wow, this is real now. This is real.
Good. And you have an album that just came out
Yeah.
called Sky Live.
Yeah, exactly.
And let's show the cover of that real quick if we can. There's Sky
Wow,
Live.
you guys are high tech here.
Yeah, we don't mess around, Rob. We're serious.
This is the real deal,
We're the
fellas.
real deal. It's 855-878-4652. We already have a call. Do we want to take the call first, or you guys want to play a little bit?
Take the call, man.
Let's take the call, just to give you some time. All right, let's take the call. We don't get a ton of callers on this show, so this is a good sign that we already have a caller.
Very exciting for us.
Caller, you have a question for Louden Swain. Who are we talking to?
Hi, my name is Holly, and I did have a question. First of all, I'm a big fan. I love the new album.
There you go.
I wanted to know if you guys had any plans to do any East Coast tours, because I live in Florida, kind of far away from anywhere, but would love to see you live again.
East Coast tours. What do we think?
Wow, thanks for the call. That's awesome. We're touring wise, we've been going on like little pocket tours. You know, we go like for a weekend, we go somewhere, and Florida is definitely on our list of places we want to go, but we don't have the plan yet. But we will. We'd love to go to like Miami and Orlando.
Glen Eagles. That's where my grandma is.
Glen
I think they would
Eagles is
love
on
you
the
guys.
list. We're going to go to Marco.
You guys would rock Glen Eagles.
We're going to go to Glen Eagles. Actually, the list is Glen Eagles and then
Yeah.
Miami.
You guys at the club at Glen Eagles. You could do
together.
like
I
you
like
could
it.
do what do they call it where you stay in a place, a residency.
Yeah, residency,
You can do a
yeah.
residency at Glen Eagles. I can swing that for you.
And then never hear from us again.
Holly, does that answer your question? You gonna be out in LA at all? Because these guys, I know you were just at the
yeah,
Viper
well,
Room.
basically anywhere in the South that you guys come, I'll definitely come and see you.
Look at that.
Okay, well, we're going to be in Texas later this year. We're going to be in Dallas and Houston.
There you go. It's
I don't know
a,
if that's
it's
too
a
much
long
of a-
drive,
yeah,
but
it's a
how
long
much
drive.
do you like these guys? That's the question. It's being tested
That's
right
about
now.
a 14-hour drive, but if you come anywhere closer, that'd be awesome.
Okay,
but
so that's the line. We
but
found
I-
the line.
All right.
anywhere west of Texas. Sorry.
She's a 13-hour.
Yeah, she's right. That's right. All right. Thank you, Holly, for calling. And you can go to loudenswain.com and get Sky Live. Also on iTunes, I believe, right?
Oh, I already have it.
Oh, you already have it. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's play a little something for
All right.
for the people.
All right.
What are we gonna play here?
This is called Cool If I Come Over.
There you go.
2, 3. Ain't it strange the way your mind works? Ducting talents is your day. You got it all inside that big fat purse. It don't fit, but you shove it in there anyway. And I say, I've been looking for you, looking for me. Show is almost over, and you're stuck in your seat. Here we go. I've been holding out, cause you're holding the key. Is it cool if I come over and see if you're into me? Conjure up your morning routine. Loud alarm that sounds your day. I know it involves a bit of sun cream and a mask to help keep the wolves at bay. And I say, I've been looking for you, looking for me. The show is almost over, and you're stuck in your seat. Here we go. I've been holding out, cause you're holding the key. Is it cool if I come over and see if you're into me? Feeling lame, I hope you're game. I'm insane, but I can change. Let it lay, put it in play. I wanna say, hey. Bet you got a lot of house cats. The landlord charges you a fee. A stack of magazines, say you want that. Only thing missing there is me.
Yeah.
I've been looking for you, looking for me.
Hey, I love it. I'm just saying I like it. I'm into it.
Here we go. I've been holding out, but you're holding the key. It's true if I come over, see if you're into me. Yeah.
It's great.
Is it cool if I come over and see if you're into me?
That's it? Is that it? Can I fly now? Yeah, that was fantastic. In my defense, rap songs don't do that.
Exactly. I was gonna say, Justin's never been to like a concert with like instruments and
Yes,
stuff before.
that's right.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
the
his
false
first.
ending.
Yeah,
It's a rookie maneuver. It's
Yeah.
a big mistake.
By the way, you had another one in there. I almost did it again. Like he saw me. I was right on the edge. Because it was between that or just letting you guys hang with nothing.
Yeah,
So I figured I'd be there for you.
Yeah. Hey,
very
we like
nice,
that.
supportive.
That
That's
was
a great song.
Really
Thanks,
great.
man.
That's a
Thanks.
great guitar, and it's fun to watch you play. I was staring at you playing, and Zeb's like, "What are you looking at?" 'Cause I think he was afraid I was just staring at your crotch the entire time. But I just want to be clear, I was just watching you play.
Yes. No, that was really great. Is that like the first single off of this album? By the way, I'm sorry it's so hot in here. I don't know if people
No, it's
can
okay.
tell.
It's
he's not
a-
sweating because he's nervous. He's sweating because
It's
it's so freaking hot in
The
here.
strings are really taking a beating, but the heat, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's warping your guitar
Yeah,
as
but,
we sit here.
Yeah, that's one of two. There's a song called "Hot Times" we consider the first release. We're an independent band, so it's like it's all about us.
It's all you.
It's whatever people want to
whatever
buy.
people
Right.
want. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, speaking of which, I wanted to ask you guys. We try to sort of tie digital stuff into
Yeah.
what we do here as much as we can. I'm curious. It seems like my very layman perspective is it's hard to sell music. Like you have to make your money from touring, and you have to make your money from concerts and things like that.
Merch.
That's
Yeah,
my
merch,
very
right.
macro. I don't know anything point of view. Am I wrong?
No, that's the fact is nowadays you can do that, and that's the good news. You can actually make money as an independent band. There's really no reason to get signed at a certain level, until you get to a certain point. And so for a band like us, yeah, that's how we make our living, is selling merch. The good news is you can do that because of the digital outlets that we have today. We didn't have when we started as a band. We didn't have it.
Right.
So now we can sell T-shirts and we sell kazoos, we sell stickers and CDs and everything online. And
And what about the music itself? Is that just like selling it online? I mean, is that because it seems like there's so many different ways to get like streaming. How do you guys make money when people stream stuff all day long? Spotify. I mean, I almost bought an album. I was driving home from Vegas this weekend, and I wanted to listen to Sublime, and I was like, oh, maybe I should buy the Sublime thing. And then I was like, well, what's Spotify again? And I looked at Spotify. I was like, oh, here's the Sublime album. And I listened to that. I was like, well, now I don't really
Yeah.
need. I'm not gonna
Why
sit
buy
here
it?
and listen to it for a year.
Yeah.
So like, how does that affect you guys?
Artists really don't make any money from streaming. I mean, you can see some of the people blog about this stuff all the time. I think some famous artists shared their streaming earnings, and it was literally like $140 off of like
a big artist,
off of like 3 million streams or something like
Right.
that. So it's like 0.00003 cents per stream. So it's like artists starve from the streamings. It's like, but if you do the downloads, you still get a fair amount. But
So
it's
the
like
downloads.
Yeah, the downloads are really what keep artists eating.
Right, and I think people need to think about it like that. Like, it's the same thing when you buy a movie ticket. You're basically supporting something that you want to hear more of, you want to see more of.
Yep.
So like, people need to think about it like, I can get it other ways, but if I want them to stay alive and stay afloat, it's like if it's like donating to Kickstarter on some level. Like you need to help people out. You need to go get the stuff you like if you want to see more of it.
Preach.
So that's kind of the bottom line.
You
Do
guys
we have
have
another
on
call?
vinyl?
Is that what I just heard?
What's that?
Do you guys have it on vinyl? Did you put out a vinyl?
No, that was
We've
it's
talked about
expensive to
it.
do.
Is it? It's got. I figured it probably
I'd
was.
love to do it.
We may do it at some point.
Yeah, exactly.
To have it. Yeah, because
That would be cool to have.
It's such a cool thing to have.
Yes. We're definitely going to play another song here in a little bit, but we have another caller here, so let's go ahead and take that before we go to a break.
This is crazy.
Caller, are you with us?
Hello.
Hi, another female caller. Where are you calling from? What's your name?
Hi, my name is Jacqueline.
Hi, Jacqueline.
Jacqueline.
Are you from Utah?
That's me.
Jacqueline from Utah. Number one Swain fan.
Steve knows
Hey,
the fans.
guys.
Okay.
Hi.
How you doing, Jacqueline? What's going on? What can we help you? What can we do you for today?
Well, I just wanted to call and say hi, and I see that you guys are doing acoustic, and I was wondering what your favorite song is to play acoustically.
Interesting question.
Off the new album, we haven't done it much.
We're having this conversation this morning. We're like,
Today
what
is the
songs are you
first.
gonna play today?
Yeah.
What was the question?
What songs we like playing acoustic?
Sorry, we don't have enough headphones for everybody, so we're relaying your question to Jacqueline.
Billy, what would you say?
For this album, I mean, Cool If I Come Over is always exciting because that one translates really well acoustically. I don't know, and other songs than that. I mean, it's just really, it's different for us because this album has a lot more heavier stuff than the previous album, so it's a little harder to pinpoint which song will work the best.
I'd say Trigger Finger.
Trigger Finger will work, yeah.
Which one are we going to play next when we come to that point in the show?
Trigger Finger.
Trigger Finger. All right. So we're probably going to play Trigger Finger. All right. Jacqueline, thanks for your question. Holly, thanks for yours too. We're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we have Louden Swain here. We got another song coming. Victoria Brown's going to join us. Guys, we're going to get a little digital down the line here.
Sweet.
And that sounded great. I can't wait to hear the next one. Don't go away. Here at T-Radio V, getting digital.
Nice.
Radio V. Radio in TV. Radio in TV.
Kill each other. That did not work.
Yeah,
Really?
When we go on tour, by the end
That's
of the
actually
tour,
a fun question.
we're killing
Wait,
each other.
let's get into that on there.
There's you guys. Oh, we're going to show a quick. We're going to show a video
how
of
fancy you
yours
guys
real
look in those
quick, if
pictures.
that's all right with
Nice.
you guys.
Cool.
Just to give people a little taste of what it looks like. This is one. This is a little older, right?
Yeah, from the last album.
Last album. And you shot this.
Out in the desert, out in like halfway to Palm Springs. And it was actually not hot.
That's the same band that's in here right now. It's funny how that works. So you guys were saying, well, this is a good question. You guys were saying, because we were on the race, the Amazing Race, you guys were saying that as a band you would not do very well together.
No,
What
no,
would be
no,
the
no.
dynamic?
Well, Rob and I actually talked about possibly submitting at one point, and
No, it wouldn't happen?
because he and I are the two that butt heads the most. So
Okay.
Just now, outside the gate.
Really? Over the gate code?
Yeah, this is the gate code. It was an email. I was like, fuck you. Sorry,
Oh, you
That's-
get
Well,
cut.
he
It's okay.
yelled at us all day about, like, haven't you guys read my emails? Who's not reading my emails? And he shows up here and is like, what's the code to get in?
Amazing.
Read the email, man.
It would be good TV. That's what they like, though.
Yeah,
They like that
This
stuff.
is great. Good. I like the dynamics here. This
do
is
like
like
the
a
dynamic.
you know. That's what happens with bands. I dig it. I'm into it.
Yes.
Yes. You're building your story. You're
I
building
have
your
a-
legend.
Going on an Amazing Race could be your vision quest.
It could be.
See what he did there?
He's tying it all in. He really is. It's
Why would you run?
855-878-4652 if you want to call and talk to these guys. We can do one of two things. We can play another song real quick. We're going to do that at some point.
Let's do that.
Let's do another
I want to
song.
hear the song they were just warming up there.
All right, let's go ahead and do one more song real quick. And this is going to be Louden Swain. I'm not going to clap at the wrong place.
I'll give you a nod when it's over.
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna
right.
back off the mic
Okay.
this one so I don't blow anybody up.
Okay.
You ready?
Appreciate it.
A one,
Thank you.
two, a 1, 2, 3, song.
That's awesome.
You can make it through the fight. You just might win the fight. There's a light on inside your head. I wanna help you find your way. It's rare I get to say everything's gonna be okay. But I'm gonna pay, yeah. Every party is feeling like a photograph. Got that sugar figure all the time. I am dying to give a show to be your epitaph. Hey, you better laugh dad trigger finger all the time. I am dying here to show me your epitaph.
Great work, guys. Great work.
That's
you guys clearly
legit.
have played the
Like,
song
that's,
before.
That's a really good song.
I defer to Kevin
Wow.
with white people music. I defer to
That
Kevin.
is- yeah, you guys are tight too.
Who writes the song?
Yeah, who wrote that?
Oh, we got another call. God damn.
Well, I
killing
got
it
questions
today.
about
Wait, no, we have one
we,
question.
we, you know, with all the music, you know, the music itself is everybody, you know, kind of
Nice.
contributes, and I write the lyrics, but you know, really when it comes down to it, the music is it's such a. You know,
Writes
even if I
itself.
bring in a
God
song on
writes the music.
acoustic, it becomes a different thing when these guys, you know, get a hold of it. So,
That's awesome.
But yeah, that one started as a
Fantastic.
guitar song on my guitar, but then it became all of ours. You know.
Those are both great. I will be copying that at loudenswain.com, Sky Alive, and follow them at loudenswain1 on Twitter. We have a call, I believe. Victoria, come on in here. We don't have a seat for you yet, but just come in, find your way in here. This is our fourth wheel, Victoria.
Hi, Victoria.
We have a caller right here on the line. Guys, listen up real quick. Zev, will you grab her a chair if you can find one? And we have a caller in our ears right now. Caller, what's your name? Where are you from?
Hi, my name is Ebony David. I'm calling from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Did you say Ebony David?
Davis.
Davis. Ebony Davis from Vegas. I love Vegas. Who doesn't love Vegas?
I love Vegas.
Are you a Louden Swain fan or a Let's Get Digital fan? Let's get that done right off the bat. I'm guessing I know which one it is.
First and foremost, I'm a Louden Swain fan.
That makes sense. And what question do you have for these talented gentlemen?
A question that I have is I want to know, like, which song out of all the ones they've, recorded was the hardest for them to complete and get it right, with the writing, arrangements, recording it?
Gosh, that's a good question.
Technical music question. Do you want to repeat it for?
Oh yeah, for Mike. She's asking of all the songs we've recorded, which one was the hardest one to sort of, arrange and record and get it right. Every album kind of has a problem song that takes a long time to work it out.
I think Wave.
On the last album, the song "Wave" kind of took forever, and on this song, it was probably
Big One or Reunion.
Big One or Reunion. Yeah.
I want to make sure we're not losing you because this is your camera right here. Just make sure you can see yourself a little bit if you want to lean in. I just want to make sure we don't go a whole episode and we never see your face. So what would you say was Big One?
On this one, probably Big One, yeah. It started as a demo that I made, and then we kind of tried to recreate that demo, and then I think we kind of threw out that idea and then just, tried to organically just, embody it ourselves, which is always better,
Right.
rather than trying to copy something I did just by myself in the little room,
Right.
So, yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah, it's a fun,
It's a
it's
good
a fun
question.
process. It's like making a movie, While you're doing it, you're like, how am I ever going to get all this together, know? And so while you're doing it, it's actually kind of excruciating. But then afterwards, you're like, that was amazing.
That was great. Yeah, let's do it again. I don't know which part of it was fun, but let's do it again.
Yeah.
By the way, we've been joined by Victoria Brown. I want you guys to meet Victoria. This
Hey,
is
guys.
our
Hi.
lovely
How
fourth
are you?
Good,
here.
how are you?
Victoria is going to take us down Instagram lane in a little bit here. Ebony, thank you. Do we still have Ebony there? Ebony, thank
Yeah,
you
I'm
so
still
much for
here.
calling from Vegas,
Thanks,
taking the
Ebony.
time away from the slot machines to call us. And yeah, I mean, definitely. Do you have the album already?
Yeah.
I did.
Oh.
I actually bought it when they were out here doing
Rod's got it.
Supernatural convention, and I've been playing it nonstop since then.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Thanks, Ebony.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Ebony. We appreciate you calling.
No
Rob has the
problem.
album
Thank
too,
you.
just so you know.
Yeah, Rob just got the album.
Actually, I'm streaming it on Spotify.
Did you see? If I would, you should have gotten a free copy. I think.
You'd think,
at
right?
least,
You'd think.
at the very least.
It's times are tough.
That's cool. Well, since Victoria's getting here, do you guys have one more in you for later? When, like we end the show, do we have another one in
Sure,
you at some
yeah.
point? All right, not yet. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to do some Instagram stuff. Victoria has some Instagram for us, and Victoria, I also didn't want to talk about Solange and the trending topics because we need your input on it. I know you guys are definitely into the whole Solange thing. You guys seem like Solange kind of guys.
We are. I want. Has it come out? What was said or what?
No, we don't know yet.
No, nobody knows. I don't think it's ever.
But there
gonna
were some
come out.
funny suggestions online. We'll get to that in a second. We'll be right back. You're getting digital at T Radio V with Louden Swain.
T Radio V. Radio in TV. Radio in TV.
No singing, Zebby? He doesn't want to sing. It's going to feel really empty. I might have to do it. All right, I'm going to do it. Let's get digital. You guys can do it. Come on. We're going to get digital. That's right. Here we go. Here we go. Louden Swain. Filling in for Zeb. Zeb, we're a bit of a microphone shortage here. It's our fault. Welcome back. We're getting digital here with Louden Swain here at T Radio V. Justin, Zev, the Rev Kev, Victoria, and Louden Swain are all here in the building. Victoria's here because we want to talk about really the most important thing on everybody's mind right now before we get back and do a little bit of more Louden Swaining. The Solange Knowles incident. Do we know about all that stuff? Yes. The Solange Knowles incident. This
Wait,
is
can I ask you a question?
Yes, Kevin, do you know what happened?
No, but it's not Solange, like Beyonce?
Solange.
Yeah,
I don't think it is,
I
no.
like that.
Should they do that?
It's Solange, like syringe.
Damn it.
Or lozenge.
All right.
It's like that, I think.
All right, I'll step back now. I know nothing else about this.
Well, we're about to tell you a little bit
Yeah, you're
about
about
it, if
to
that's okay with
find
you.
out.
Let's go ahead and we're gonna play the video, and this is the video. This is
Roll back the
as
tape.
it was released. That's not been altered at all.
Oh my God.
That's Jay-Z, folks. Oh, that was a good one right there.
Nut shot.
And that's with heels and shit. All right, let's fade that out. That's Beyonce, Jay-Z, Solange Knowles, and a bouncer / security guy. That's a pretty intense little fight right there. Granted, I'm going to be honest, that wasn't the real audio.
Oh no?
No, that wasn't the real audio.
No, I think that was altered a little
fake,
bit.
like, altered audio. Oh, Kevin. Oh, Kevin. Me and my
I think
games.
what happened is he took her last piece of gum and she's really
It was
upset
probably
about
something
it.
like that. It's probably something. Have you flipped? Like, what's like? You can flip for no reason sometimes, right? Like people do that.
But
Not like that.
That feels like, I don't know. Like Beyonce doesn't do anything. It feels like maybe
He had it coming.
like like he cheated on Beyonce. I mean, who,
No. She doesn't do anything because she's programmed to know that the way she lives her life, I think,
I don't get involved
she
with that
knows
stuff.
there's a camera in that elevator. She
Right.
realized that. I think that's why she didn't move.
Right. I think we need microphones in elevators. First of all, that's the
Yes,
first lesson.
yes.
Yeah.
And second of
absolutely.
all, what I heard, okay, there's like a story out there now, totally unfounded, but essentially they're saying that Solange had some friends show up at downstairs, drop Jay-Z's name. Jay-Z didn't let them in, and then Jay-Z was going to go to Rihanna's after party. This is after the MetLife ball, and wasn't going to go with Beyonce. Beyonce was going to go home, and she was like pissed. That's the whole thing that's out there.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of boring. But let's go ahead and show some tweets about this. As it was going on, when stuff like this happens, tweets go up. Bearded Stoner said the Kennedy assassination, Watergate, Challenger disaster, 9/11, and of course Solange. Roxanne Gay said this is why they invented the internet, which it really was. I mean, this is how you want to process stuff like this, is on the internet. Doug B said what he said to Solange was, "You are the Tito of your family," that's not nice. That's not nice. That's not nice. Dave Pell said the 6 words she's going to hear for the rest of her life is, "I think I'll take the stairs." 'Cause you're definitely not getting into an elevator with her anytime soon. And then Anjanette Carter said, "Let's be honest, she's got a lot to be upset about," which she really does have a lot to be upset about. What do we have next? We have some pictures here. Oh, send TMZ to Nigeria to find the girls, which is smart because they, the kidnapped girls. We need to find them. Yes. TMZ gets their hands on everything.
Yeah, totally.
So that'd be a good idea. And I think we have some Beats by Solange. Obviously, that's the main one. I have to admit, I tweeted very quickly after this happened. I tweeted, "She became his 100th problem."
Oh,
but honestly, like
all the other
I
memes came out?
immediately regretted it because everybody tweeted that joke.
I know.
So like I wanted to take it was out there.
You felt like you really like pioneered that joke.
No,
like it was all you.
No, I felt like I tweeted the most obvious joke you could possibly think of, and immediately felt bad about it. We have some pictures.
I only saw your retraction. I saw your "I'm so sorry."
The next day,
yeah.
The next day I retracted it. Let's see what we have here. We have some pictures here too. There's sometimes fun that get posted. This is a picture of right after it happened. Jay-Z has a look on his face like, holy shit, and she's totally calm, which is, girls can do that, right?
Like Beyonce actually looks happy in this.
Beyonce's got that. I better put a look on my face because we're going out and there's
Here
gonna be
I am,
cameras
looking
out there.
pleasant.
What's the next thing we have? This is both papers in New York put the same exact headline the next day. So that's kind of like the 100th problem. Yeah, that's almost as bad as what I did. Yeah, not quite as bad. And this is someone on Wikipedia. The 100th problem. They changed her to the 100th problem. Solange on Wikipedia became his 100th problem. So that's how obvious that joke was. That it was even the Wikipedia joke. And there's Chris Brown saying, "I wish she'd try me like that," which is not that cool.
The memes that are out there
there's
are
so many.
absolutely
People have their way with this
hilarious.
stuff. And then
I
they
saw
changed
that one too.
Michelle Obama's hashtag bring back our. That's just wrong.
They had Jay-Z's face on her. They put on Michelle's hair.
But I'm glad Michelle is dedicating her time to the important stuff.
Yeah.
What did you guys think about that? Have you guys? Has anybody?
I usually miss that kind of thing, and for some reason, I think starting with your tweet yesterday, I was like, and then I'm like, what? Solange, what? And then I Googled Solange, and then I got it all.
There it was.
Oh my god.
Yes. Well, we try to make sure that doesn't slip through the cracks because I want to make sure you get your eyes on the important stuff.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Well, Billy just said today, tell them about what you told me.
Well, it was just, they had a post with the Solange video clip of it, and you click on the link and it takes you to the 200 girls in Nigeria that are missing and the real story that's getting hidden by.
That's good. That's what we should do. Like we had
a
little while back, Miley was getting hit for the twerking stuff.
Yeah.
And then somebody on a Tumblr put Miley twerking on all like important issues.
Right.
Just Miley twerking on like the civil rights movement, and that's a good way to get people to pay attention to stuff. You put Miley's ass on there.
Could it be that the tide is turning? We're figuring out how to use the silliness well.
Interesting.
Wow.
I like that.
We're evolving as a species.
Look at the
by
brain
tricking each
inside
other.
Tricking each other.
By tricking each other.
Oh,
Next thing you know, we're watering our lawns with Gatorade.
Yes. We only have a couple more minutes here, and Victoria didn't get to hear you guys the first 2 times. So we're going to put the number out one more time just in case somebody wants to slip through the cracks, 855-878-4652. And in the meantime, you got one more song for us before we get on out of here?
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Let's play one more song.
Are we going to talk again after, real quick?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Oh, yeah.
We can talk about whatever you want, Robbie.
No, I just
you have my number,
Depends on
too.
how well we play.
Robbie, you can call me.
Robbie,
You can
just
call
always
yeah.
You have some things you need to get off your chest.
How do we get a hold of that Louden Swain album?
Yeah, okay. Here we go. This is Louden Swain.
Whoa-oh. 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 Hard times in the 70s. Drugs are your friends and your enemies. You're sober, and then it's over. How close your vanities. Swallow the obscenities. No room for them to make amends. But can you hold it in the palm of your hand? Break it down and make it understand. Grip it tight like a marker in the sand. Type it up like you got a plan and you but tell like you got a winning hand. Hold your ground like a marker in the sand. Hot trial of the century, little piece of history. You always lose when you're on the news. Woo! It's your biography, all about you and your belief. sanity, no room for them to make amends. Can you hold it in palm of your hand, break it down and make it understand? Grip it tight like a marker in the sand, and type it up like you got a plan in your face, but tell like you got a winning hand. Hold your groove like a marker in the sand. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah. Whoa. Awesome.
I loved it.
I thought I was trying to be like the hype guy, like the mic guy.
like,
You know?
yeah.
That was awesome, guys. That was great stuff. It sounds great in here. It's good to know we can sound great in here. I didn't really know. Like,
Awesome.
I mean, not we can, you guys can, but like that it can.
Right, it was
Music
an
in general
experiment.
can sound good in here.
Yes.
We're pretty much out of time here. We gotta let Crazy Bone get in here. Crazy Bone has a show coming in here.
Okay.
Real quick, I was just because this is going viral today. I just want to show you guys. Make sure you
Wait,
saw it.
Rob, you promised Rob you'd get to speak.
Oh yes, go ahead,
after
Rob.
this.
Yes.
No. I want you to go to your. I just want to say
No, yeah.
thanks for having us. We had a great time.
Of course.
Yeah. Awesome.
So great.
Awesome to be here.
We want you guys back.
Yeah, we'll have to
for
do it
sure.
again, for sure.
Definitely. You guys sound great. LoudonSwain.com, at LoudonSwain1 on Twitter. Real quick, this is a cat that deserves to get some credit
I
today.
saw this today.
So I wanted to show this. This is a dog, a little bit out of control here. And he bites this kid, and then, but here comes Hero Cat. Hero Cat! Yeah! Saved by Hero Cat.
That is
And then she got rid of him and came back to make sure the kid was
That's
okay.
great.
So let's give it up for Hero Cat.
That was in California.
That was today in
Bakersfield.
California. Give it up for Louden Swain. I'm Victoria Brown, at the Ref Kev, at Zev Glassenberg. I'm at Justin_Canoe. We're here every Wednesday. Next week, King Bachelor from the Vine world. You know, you guys on Vine at all?
Yes.
At King Batch on Vine. He's a very big Vine guy. He's going to be here. And we'll be here every Wednesday. Be with us. Guys,
right.
great stuff.
Thanks for having us.
Louden Swain.
Radio, my life.